Going on, everybody? Cowboy C3, more like late night C3 tonight, man. Trying to get this one in before the families and friends and everybody show up. But tomorrow we'll go live after the game anyway. But we got Cowboys and Chiefs tomorrow. It's got all I'm talking about. It's got all the makings of just a damn barn burner. Let's talk about it right here next on Cowboy Spit.
Here we go! Yeah, here we go! Wait, take Cowboy Spit.
Throws back in the end zone. There's CeeDee Lamb.
What's going on, everybody? Cowboy C3, Cowboys, Chiefs tomorrow, Thanksgiving Day, primetime TV, man. It's gonna be epic. 3:30 p.m. for everybody here in Dallas at good old Jerry Land. Chiefs are a 3.5-point favorite, and rightfully so. I mean, Super Bowl runner-ups last year, been in the Super Bowl for feels like the last 55, 60 years. and Patrick Mahomes is still Patrick Mahomes. They have a 6-5 record coming off a epic comeback win last week as well. The Colts, they really put the Colts in a predicament last week and made Daniel Jones beat them. They were not going to let Jonathan Taylor get to them at all, and put the game in Daniel Jones's hands, and he came out and passed for 181 yards, and didn't have a good game. And they found a way to win, and that's what the Kansas City Chiefs do. They find a way to win every single time. And 6-5 record, backs against the wall. Denver Broncos have far and away run away with that division. They're battling for a wild card spot, and then I believe if the wild card started right now, they would be out strictly because of head-to-head competition with the wild card teams. I know they lost to Jacksonville. I know they lost to the Chargers, and I think those are your wild card teams. And right now, the Chiefs are sitting outside the bubble. Cowboys in a similar situation. Just beat the defending Super Bowl champ Philadelphia Eagles, division rival Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles last week in an epic 24-21 win where they scored 24 unanswered points. Didn't give up a lot of anything after about 4 minutes left. Well, 4 minutes gone in the second quarter. So 12 minutes left in the 11 minutes left in the second quarter. They didn't give up anything. And the defense looked exceptionally well. The offense finally got clicking, made some turnovers, but the defense held them and kept them in the game. This is a totally different animal that's coming in this time. This team is led by number 15, and 15 is all world. He is, probably the best quarterback in the NFL right now. May not be playing the best at this particular moment, but it's Patrick damn Mahomes, and he is a different type of cat. Mahomes, 2,977 yards passing this year, 18 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Dak Prescott right around the same, 29-41 with 23 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. Kareem Hunt is their leading rusher with 457 yards, 896 for Javonte Williams, 674 receiving for Travis Kelce. He's a leading receiver for the Chiefs. 1,054 yards, so Pickens has already broken that 1,000-yard mark for the season on 67 receptions and 6 touchdowns for him. And then Kalafoulis has 5 sacks. James Houston has 4.5. Kenneth Murray Jr. is still the leading tackle with 86 tackles. And Bolton is a leading tackle for the Chiefs with 89 tackles, 68 tackles for Kenneth Murray Jr. So the biggest difference between these two teams for me is the defense. So you've got the Chiefs coming in with the 5th ranked offense and the 6th ranked defense. You can say whatever you want to say about this team, and they're having an off year and they're 6-5, man, but they've lost some really close football games. Last year they won for the past 2 or 3 years. All the close football games seem to be kind of going their way, right? It all seemed to it's bouncing the Chiefs' way. It's bouncing the Chiefs' way. This year it's not. It's not. And Lady Luck maybe caught up with him. A lot of people would tell you maybe the league is not giving them the calls that they should be getting, but whatever, man. Still a very, very good, very solid football team. Cowboys come in with the number 1 ranked offense again in the NFL and the number 29th ranked defense. These Cowboys are out of the 30s. Out of the 30s. That defense is trending upwards, and it's looking good. It's looking good. Everybody on TikTok, man, thank you guys for joining. Make sure you like and subscribe. Come to YouTube, Cowboy Spit Podcast. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, man. I'd appreciate it. This is my first time shooting on TikTok. Somebody told me I should give it a shot, so I'm trying it out to see how it works out. So the Chiefs, Cowboys injury report doesn't really look that terrible. You got Deron Bland, who is a full participant. Kalen Carson with the hamstring. He did not participate in practice. He is questioned before the game. Jadeveon Clowney, Dante Fowler, all full participants in practice and will participate in the game on Thursday. Tomorrow, Thanksgiving Day. Tyler Guyton, high ankle sprain, did not participate, will be out. We'll get into the depth chart in a minute, but Malik Hooker, James Houston, Hunter Lemke, all full participants. The Chiefs' injury report doesn't look super terrible. The biggest thing on their injury report, Trey Smith, Chris Roland Wallace. So you're starting right guard, and you're starting nickel corner will not play tomorrow. That gives the Cowboys some opportunities, and we'll get into it once we go into the depth charts. It gives the Cowboys some opportunities to maybe exploit some things and give themselves, somewhat of a tactical advantage in the football game. Cowboys lineup looks pretty much the same as it's looked all year, despite not having Tyler Guyton. You'll still play with Nate Thomas, and Nate Thomas filled in for Tyler Guyton and did a pretty bang up job. When the entire offensive line seemed like the entire offensive line was hurt, the backup guys came in, stepped in, did a tremendous job. This is just another one of those opportunities to be great. Dak Prescott, Javonte Williams, CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens, Ryan Flanoy, Jake Ferguson, Hunter Lemke will play your skill positions. Tyler Guyton will be out as your left tackle, so Nate Thomas will step in. Rest of the offensive line is full steam. Cooper Beebe, Tyler Smith, Tyler Booker, Terrence Steele, everybody's gonna play. Donovan Ezraku, Osio Digizuo, Quentin Williams, Dante Fowler, Demarion Overshown, Logan Wilson, Kenneth Murray Jr. be an outside linebacker, Deron Bland, Malik Hooker. If Kalen Carson can't go, rookie Siobhan Ravel Jr. will go, and Reddy Stewart will be your nickel corner. That's your Cowboys defense. Once we get into these keys of the game, man, I'll tell you the matchups you need to watch out for and some things that the Cowboys can do to maybe try to slow down Patrick Mahomes. It's going to be a tall task. Chiefs lineup: Patrick Mahomes, Isaiah Pacheco, Rashee Rice, Xavier Worthy, and Hollywood Brown. Travis Kelce will be a skill position players. Jalen Moore will take the place of right guard in the place of Trey Smith. Defense: Kalophilus Jones. Chris Jones scares me. Derek Ndai, Mike Danna, Drew Tranquil, Nick Bolton, Leo Chenel, Trent McDuffie, Jamari Connor, Brian Cook, Jalen Watson, and Noah Williams will take the place of Chris Roland Wallace in the nickel corner. That'll be your defense. It's a solid defense, and it's going to pose some problems for the Cowboys. It will. There are some things that they can take advantage of, I believe. As long as CeeDee Lamb's hands show up, he can play in the slot tomorrow and really, really, really be effective. Very effective. Especially with your starting nickel corner being out. and put the defense under some stress. I do believe you're going to have to use the pass game to open up the run game tomorrow. I do, because their defensive line, particularly Chris Jones, plays extremely well. But it's playing right into the strength of the Cowboy defense. I do believe Cooper Beebe, Tyler Booker, and Tyler Smith, I believe they can play exceptionally well, kind of not necessarily passing off Chris Jones, but whoever he lines up over. I believe that they can hold their own. I really do. With the weakest part maybe being Cooper Beebe, but you can double team with one of those guards, and I think you'll be just fine. Hunter Lemke may play a big part in the run game tomorrow, because if you have to double team Chris Jones, he can come in and fill that other spot and give Javonte Williams some sort of crease to run through. It could work. It all depends on what kind of momentum the Cowboys come across with. We just come into the game with, and that'll take me right into my Cowboy keys to victory. You're going to have to establish the trenches from the jump, and that's on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively. With the Chiefs starting right guard being out, that's right over Quentin Williams' head. Like, that's where he lines up, which is on your left defensive tackle spot. And that will give him a lot of opportunities to make 15 uncomfortable. And I believe your offensive keys to victory are going to be to stay balanced in your attack, be able to run the ball between from the first quarter to the fourth quarter. Don't let the Chiefs make you one-dimensional. That's super important tomorrow, because you cannot get into a game where you have to throw the ball 40, 50 times against the Chiefs. You're going to lose. You have to be able to be balanced in your attack, and you have to be able to run the ball. Control Chris Jones. If he's lined up in the zero technique straight over Cooper Beebe's head, double team him with a guard. Whatever side he shades to, that's who you double team him with. And use Hunter Lemke to come in and kind of slide and take care of the other defensive linemen. At least slow him down and give you an opportunity to run the football. And in pass protection, Javonte Williams will step up and take on whoever that is coming free to free man, just to try to keep Chris Jones under control. And don't force plays and limit your turnovers. So anybody that's a Cowboy fan and has watched the Cowboys play knows if Dak Prescott starts forcing passes, particularly to CeeDee Lamb, if CeeDee Lamb is upset and he starts forcing passes to CeeDee Lamb, that shit's going to turn into a pick. That's just what happens. If they can limit that, if they can just control the football, if it's not there, as long as Dak is just throwing the ball away, if it's not there and we live and start playing a field position game, I do believe our defense has an opportunity to keep Patrick Mahomes and these wide receivers and whatever running back they decide to run with, whether it be Pacheco or Kareem Hunt. It'll be a mixture of both. Keep them under control. I do believe we can make some things happen. The thing that you really want to do is, for one, the number one thing is you want to fill gaps and hit running backs. That's what you have to do. Pacheco and Kareem Hunt run extremely hard. Extremely hard. You got to hit them in the backfield before they get going. Last week, the Cowboys did a good job, 1.2 yards before contact. They need to keep that going this week. The Chiefs' offensive line has kind of been an Achilles heel this year. It hasn't been that great. This game gives you an opportunity to let these defensive linemen run around and be free. Quentin Williams will play a humongous game, just as the potential of Chris Jones playing a humongous game. Quentin Williams can have the same exact type of game tomorrow, and that'll make this game real interesting. Second key to victory is do not give 15 opportunities to extend plays. If you let him run around back there and be Patrick Mahomes and play sandlot football, you're going to get your ass whooped. That's just plain and simple. If you can limit that, keep that under control, and play man coverage more than you playing zone. If you back up in a soft zone tomorrow and give Patrick Mahomes windows of opportunities to throw to, Patrick Mahomes is not Jalen Hurts. Patrick Mahomes will eat your ass alive doing that. You cannot give this dude these wide open windows to throw the football in. If you give them that opportunity, it's going to be a long afternoon on the defensive side of the ball. And if your offense is not scoring as their offense is scoring, you're going to get beat. You have to be in these receivers' faces. The scary part about that is we have nobody in the secondary that can run with Xavier Worthy. Not one person. So you are going to have to get pressure on Patrick Mahomes. And this offensive line will give you that opportunity. They will. They'll give you the opportunity to do that. If they play, they being the Cowboys, if they play like they did from the 11-minute mark of the second quarter last week all the way to the end of the game and just continue that moving, they'll be just fine. But if you let 15 start running around and doing whatever the hell he want to do, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be a long day for you. My prediction tomorrow. Chiefs 31, Cowboys 26. I think that Andy Reid may be too much from Brian Schottenheimer. It's going to be some times in this football game where you're going to need some big time play calls during some big time moments, and you're going to have some big time plays, and you're going to have to put your team in a position to win. And Andy Reid has proven that he can do that over and over and over and over and over again. When the Chiefs' backs are against the wall every single year, they find a way to win. And if they find their way into the playoffs, it don't matter if they playing you at home or on the road, you're in trouble. And the Cowboys might be in trouble tomorrow. Now, which team is it a must win for no matter what? Well, I believe if the Chiefs lose, they just in trouble. Period. They're in trouble. Cowboys lose. It's not a conference game. It's not going to necessarily count against you at the end where everybody's record is the same and you're looking for tiebreakers in positions where you're gonna need it for a wild card position, for a wild card spot. You just can't lose these NFC games. Now, the reason I say it's a must win because I believe that the Cowboys match up far better with the Chiefs than they do with the Detroit Lions. Detroit can do everything. They can run, they can throw. Their defense and their defense isn't as good as the Chiefs. I don't believe so, but you're gonna end up in a shootout. You know what I mean? And that's the type of game you want to avoid. You want to get as much momentum going into this Lions game as you possibly can. And the thing that's in your way is just Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs, which is scary. I'll say this again, like I said last week. I've been wrong about all of these games. If you go to Vegas, you do the exact opposite of what I said, you'll probably be a rich man. So the Chiefs will win tomorrow. That's what I believe. Say 30-26. Is that what I said? Yeah, something like that. I believe it'll be a close game. I believe it'll come down to where they'll trade a couple scores in the fourth quarter and somebody will score a touchdown and take the lead by 4 points where your field goal won't work, and then you have an opportunity to win the game and they just can't get it done. If that scenario plays out that way, I believe it'll be the Chiefs will win and the Cowboys won't, which will be unfortunate. So it's not that serious. As I said, I think the Cowboys have a chance, but especially if they play like they have nothing to lose. Besides, the defense is better against the run. Lamb and Pickens are a problem. Agreed. I don't disagree with you. It's not that serious. I don't. Excuse me. It's the whole problem is that CD Lamb has been in this rut where it's all mental. He, and he said it a couple of times, and I meant to put the interview on here. I just haven't had time, man. I've been trying to get all this food together and get all this logistics set up for this extravaganza that's going to be happening in my house tomorrow. But I believe, he just said, I just need to catch the damn ball. I just need to get out of my own way and catch the damn ball. And this game tomorrow is one of those games where CD can really just have a breakout game and just remind everybody who the number one receiver is on this football team. Even though nobody minds what George Pickens is doing, not at all. Dude got 1,000 yards receiving already, and he been tearing the NFL up. Shit, he might be the best receiver playing right now. But CD Lamb, this is still his football team, at the wide receiver position. He is the wide receiver number one on this team. He just needs to remember that and act like it. He got hurt, missed a couple of games, and he really hadn't caught his stride since his injury. And maybe that ankle is still bothering. Maybe he's not at 100%. But this is the game where you have an opportunity to really show your ass. This is the one. Primetime TV against the damn Kansas City Chiefs, the former Dallas Texans. This is the game. This is the one where nobody gives you an opportunity to win. You think they didn't give you an opportunity to win last week against the Eagles. They really don't give you an opportunity to win against the Chiefs. They don't. What a better way to shock the world on Thanksgiving Day. And like I say all the time, I'm a man of my word. Right after the game, if I'm wrong and the Cowboys win, I'll say I was wrong and be a man and, say that I was wrong, right? But I seriously think that the Cowboys have an opportunity to win this football game. They just going to have to play a very, very solid football game. And I believe that the Chiefs are going to have to do the same thing as well. I believe the Cowboy defense is revamped. I believe they're revitalized. I think Quentin Williams gives them some leadership that they didn't have before. And they've been playing very solid against the Raiders. Everybody was like, it was just the Raiders. It was just the Raiders. Come on, man. It's just the damn Raiders. They suck anyway. Well, your NFC leading Philadelphia Eagles came in here and got blanked from the second quarter on. Now what? Made them look pretty bad doing it too. 24 unanswered points. That's tough to come back from 21-0 in a damn high school game. You understand what I'm saying? That's almost unheard of in the NFL. They made it look pretty easy, to be honest. Only struggles that they really had were on offense. Eagles punted the ball more than the Cowboys did last week. That's almost unheard of this season. And that's why you got that 29th ranked defense. But they're coming back. And like you say, it's not that serious. It's motivation too. Absolutely. It's kind of like, I want to say it was Ryan Clark said, if the Cowboys come into that stadium and you see that 94 flag running with them, you're in trouble. They got motivation. It's obvious that they're taking this motivation and they're running with it. And Dak said, it's brought the team much closer together. The brotherhood much closer together. And that's scary. But we'll see how it pans out tomorrow. They're gonna face some adversity tomorrow. That's guaranteed. Guaranteed. It's the Chiefs. You're gonna face some adversity. But how you gonna overcome that adversity and put together a solid game plan and a solid performance and try to come out victorious? That's what needs to be seen. And we'll see tomorrow. We'll have a choice. Anyway, 3:25 tomorrow, Central Standard Time. Dallas Cowboys, Kansas City Chiefs, primetime football in the middle of Thanksgiving dinner. What more could you ask for? Dak Prescott versus Patrick Mahomes. Andy Reid versus Brian Schottenheimer. It's going to be fantastic. Jerry going to be in this, in his box looking nervous and shit. You know what I'm saying? Every other camera view will be on him. Taylor Swift going to be there. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be a star-studded event. You know what I'm saying? Jerry might not be the richest dude in his own stadium. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. But anyway, tomorrow, right after the game, check me out. We'll go live 10, 15 minutes after the game. We'll talk about it. We'll see what's going on. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too, man. I think it's going to be fantastic. I think it's going to be a great football game. Everybody on TikTok, man, thank you guys for joining in. If you guys don't mind, please click over to YouTube, Cowboy Spit Podcast. Please like and subscribe. First time on TikTok Live. I appreciate y'all joining in with me. Thank you very much. We're going to give it a shot, man. Give it a shot. Cowboys versus Chiefs tomorrow, 3:25. I think it's got an opportunity to be epic. All right, y'all. Cowboys C3. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow right after the game. Win, lose, or draw, we're going to be there. Please don't let it be another tie. I think I can handle that shit. All right, Cowboys for life, man. I'll let y'all soon. Peace.